One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Alabama's offense will go to work first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Meadows. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Meadows. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Going for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Bama! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So Kentucky's offense will take the field for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense...
Off to the races to the right. The 40. 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
I'll tell you, it's nice as a play caller when you know you don't have to call the perfect play. Even if it's not blocked properly, you know you've got guys like him who can make people miss.
And this whole offense gets energy from this guy because they love him, because he does that. He does the dirty work. Even if it's not blocked, great.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. He's at the 10, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Quinn. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Here's the handoff. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the single back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Catch in the middle, it's Meadows. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is...
Breaks into the open. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Kentucky right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky!
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Hampton.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Crimson Tide will bring... The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the other end. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on second and goal. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. With the catch, it's Curtis. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Ward. Quickly complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He'll get rid of it. Snags it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pocket breaking down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Short gain on the play before he slides.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Splits the uprights. Good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Making side adjustments here. Toss to the outside. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And running running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kentucky, 10.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ward. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Snagged in the middle. It's Hampton. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Caught close to the marker, it's Meadows. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Let's go! Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the tight end. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. He caught it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Oh, it makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Ward. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Looking left. Wide open, makes the catch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The score, Alabama 42, Kentucky 10.
Coming out with it, it's Quinn. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rides to back and leaves it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Got a man. It's Brown. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Punts it out of the air.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
To the air on 2nd down. He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. On over the middle, it's Meadows. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease, it's Riley. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact.
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Indiana. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get...
There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to the ground. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Now, fourth down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Kentucky.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Give to the back. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a caught. Made him miss again. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Quick completion to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll take it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Meadows. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Working that left side now. Touchdown Tide! A great catch and run for 6. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Grimes. It's complete to the left. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Now improvising. He's going to take off, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes the grab. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The pitch to the left. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Fights off a defender. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Pressure coming. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many